So, I was thinking about it this morning, and I was thinking, Cats and Eddie 2024 have to be, or 2026, I'm sorry. Cats and Eddie 2026 have to be the best 4 or 5 match pay-per-view that Triple H has given us. And that's saying something, because I'm thinking about what do you think about an NXT takeover back in the day, 2013, 2014. I wasn't watching the eye back then. I watched years after the fact because I heard how good NXT was. I started watching back in 2017, 2018, something around there. So, I thought that, but then Insomniac is unfortunately one of its most predictable too. And you can probably guess where I'm going with this. I'd advocated for Jacob Fatu to win. Jacob Fatu to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Because he had two thoughts. One, he came incredibly close to winning the World Heavyweight Championship. That Roman had to take a cheap way out. What are you to do? Take a, with the blood iron, except he took a cheap way out and exposed the turnbuckle padding. So Jacob ran into it. This time it was a tribal combat match. And this guy goes in to face Roman twice and uses both times. Where'd they go? Where'd they go after that? He can't go after Roman again, not for young wild. So where'd they go after that? But, lo and behold, Jacob did use. And in hindsight, I guess this has been obvious, but I was just hoping against hope that he would win. But he ought. And I didn't watch the end of the show. I took a nap. But as I understand it, Jacob did pledge his loyalty and his acknowledgement to Roman Reigns. And yes, I'm somehow going to have a third match, which I doubt that, because this time it was written in the contract that Fatu's going to acknowledge Roman. He made a blood oath, as Roman says. I don't know where it goes from here. I'm not. I tell you one thing, I'm probably not gonna watch for a while. And yes, something really big happened, but unfortunately, like I said in the beginning, this was one of the most predictable shows that I've seen. Could have had interesting outcomes, but ended up being one of the most predictable, one of the safest shows that I've ever seen. So, to start off, in hindsight, the best match of the entire night, which isn't really a compliment given what I just said. But to start off, we have Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the WB title. Now this was just bam, 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 big move. Like Cody Curtis, crossroads, deep holes, reverses into deep holes, and power bombs. And in the end, Cody Rhodes beats Gunther with the crossroads. Now, apparently there was some chicanery, there was some miscommunication, and Gunther's foot was on the bottom rope. So I don't know if these guys are gonna have are gonna have a third match because they've had 2 matches now: the Crown Jewel Championship match and the WB title match. And Cody's won both. And I'm not mad about this. I'm not at all mad about this. I have both guys. I have Cody. I have Gunther. So I'm not at all mad about this. But I am wondering if this is going to lead to a third match, or given what happened. I think he should retire. But given what happened, maybe Gunther versus Brock Lesnar SummerSlam, which would be nice too. But I'll get to that. So Cody Rhodes retained the WB title, but not without some shenanigans. Next up, we get the Women's Championship match, the Women's Raw Championship match, or the Women's SmackDown match. We get Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. And this was Jade's best match date on her best match to date. I mean, they got about I'd say 15-20 minutes maybe. This was a really good match. Well, for what I saw, anyway. Others can probably break it down move for move better than I can. Know the details like that. But for what I saw in my own point of view, it was a really good match. We had Countess Riptide with Countess Jade. Jade did very well, just gouting Rhea Ripley, just dominating Rhea. Rhea's coming in as a defending champion. So this was a very good power match toward the end. And this is what I didn't like. I didn't like it a little bit. Didn't take away from the match too much, but the baddies, Jade Cargill and Forces, Michin and B-Fab come out, and B-Fab messes up almost immediately, which is funny. Especially considering what happened in the first match. So what happened is Rhea pinned. I don't think it was a riptide, but the other pin was something else. And B-Fab is supposed to put a foot on the bottom rope. To put Jade Cargill foot on the bottom rope. I don't know if he's too far away. I don't know if her hand just slipped. Hey, accidents happen. But what happened was B-Fab was supposed to put Jade Cargill's foot on the bottom rope. She put a hand in the ring. She missed. So the referee kind of had to stop. I think. And to get, it took B-Fab a while to get situated, but eventually B-Fab did get Jade's foot on the bottom rope. Rhea dealing with the baddies and everything. Saria's Fear comes out. She has beef with the baddies, because remember the baddies took out Jade took out the XBS. So she takes out Saria takes out the baddies with the crossbody. Jade gets Rhea down with the jaded pinning on Rhea and pins Rhea Ripley, but Saria puts Rhea's foot on the bottom rope. Which like I say, the match was very good, but suddenly had too long after that. Rhea goes for a Riptide. There's a few more counters. Riptide finally on Jade, and Rhea retains the championship, which is real good. Like I say, one of Jade's best matches I've seen out out of an entire career out of AEW and WB. Not that many of the matches are any great things to begin with, but this was one of the better matches that I've seen from her. Next up, we have the women's Intercontinental match, which is Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka for the Intercontinental title. This was a really good match right here too. This was about 10 or 15 minutes maybe. We got some instant counters, some technical wrestling, Becky Lynch goes for the soul snatcher to just kind of stick it to Sol Ruka, but Sol counters out of that it's man on the jam. Also off of Sol Ruka, off of Soul Snatcher attempt by Sol Ruka, Becky holds on to ropes and leaves the man out on jam. And after Becky's attempted Soul Snatcher, Sol Ruka delivers a manhandle of her own. Manhandle jam of her own, not a manhandle jam. Manhandle jam. So the delivers that Becky kicks out, Sol kicks out respectively, and in the end, Sol Ruka eventually, which I think this has been a story that he hasn't been able to hit the Soul Snatcher, that he's sort of been on a downward spiral since he's been in the main roster. But eventually he does hit the Soul Snatcher, which isn't really an impressive move. I've never seen it up until now. But basically Sol Ruka hops to the ropes, does like a flipping sit-on, a somersault, and catches the neck and drives the neck, twists the neck and drives it into the mat. And she gets a 1, 2, 3 off of that. And Sol Ruka, your new Intercontinental Champion. Now, next up is the match I was really looking forward to. Obafemi, cause I saw it before this, I have faith in Triple H. Not all of the Zones of Mega, true, but I have faith in Triple H. So we got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Brock comes out of the gate after Oba comes out, and I don't think the bell will even ring. But Brock Lesnar comes out of the gate to tackle Obafemi, which Obafemi should have been on that on D, because he was coming in to kill Brock Lesnar and everything, so he should have been on that. But Brock Lesnar comes in with a few F5s, like 4 F5 to Obafemi, but Obafemi kicks out of all of them. Brock Lesnar doesn't pin him after every single one, but he kicks out after 4th F5. I'm like, okay, let's go. Yes, go. Yes, go on this match. So, a powerhouse match. Brock tears apart the announce table. Or before that, Brock yonks in a Kimura on Obafemi for a long time. Obafemi powered out, he stands up and he stands Brock down. Brock gets over outside the ring with another Kimura, with a standing Kimura. Oba just picks them up and swings them to the LSD board to break the hold. Brock Lesnar tears apart the announce table, and Obafemi has them in a choke slam position, uses them, they move them toward the announce table, and he's gonna put them through the announce table with the choke slam. Brock gets them up and gives them an F5 through the announce table. And it looks like Oba's gonna be counted out. But something awesome. Oba finally stands up and just looks at Brock Lesnar. Just looks at him. Brock Lesnar's on the ground. I don't know if he can see him, but he just looks at Brock Lesnar. And he just marches back toward the ring. And he hits him. Brock's in the corner now, so he hits him with a couple uppercuts. He hits him with his, like a fall away slam. I'm not sure what he calls it. It's where he gets his opponent at the side and he just shoves him off. I call it a fall away slam because that may be the easiest to explain it without knowing what the move's actually called. But yeah, I don't know what it's called. Or if he even has a name for it. So he hits him with the fallaway slam. And he gets Brock getting up for the fall from grace. For the power bomb in the power bomb position. Brock getting the CF now, giving the F5 and they just win. I mean, okay, yeah, I shouldn't really be surprised. I know I said maybe there'd be no point in Brock winning and everything, but I shouldn't be surprised because Brock is still retired. So I know people think they're gonna have a third match, and they may have a third match. But I do not think they're going to. Because after this, and this may just been kayfabing it for the audience, but after this, Oba said to Brock in the ring, one more match. Not, like off microphone. And Brock said, we're 1-on-1. We're 1-on-1. You're done. So they may have another match, they may not, but even if they do have another match, I don't know what could be different. Like, other than destruction by over Finley to Brock Lesnar, which we sort of saw at WrestleMania, I don't know what could be different. So yeah, I was really disappointed in this match. I mean, it was a good match. I guess you're gonna add it from outside effective. You could say it was a good match, but I was really disappointed. This reminds me of the New Day situation, where New Day had so much heat on them, but Triple H would use them for whatever reason. So Brock wins. That's probably not gonna be a third match. Honestly, I wasn't really I was just half paying attention to try to come at, but Roman Reigns won that. Baffling enough, he won that, which is sort of hilarious looking back on it, because at Backlash they told the story. Roman needs his friend. Roman needs his cousin to help him. Roman needs a shortcut. Well, here he didn't. I mean, I know there's qualification and everything, but no one came to help him. No one came to his defense. He just beat Jacob Fatu. Which, okay, I don't know where Fatu goes from here. But maybe he's just a window booking out for the better. Excuse me. Maybe it's just a window booking out for the better. I don't know, but I would doubt it on D. Now I'm gonna go on some AW. Thank you for tuning in to my review, and have a good night.